So, hi Payal, how are you?
Good, thank you, Sarchavi. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. So, tell me about yourself, Payal, about your experience in other projects and your roles and responsibilities in your project, and a little bit about yourself, about your background. Yes.
Yeah, sure. My name is Payal Patel. Basically, I'm from India,
Mm-hmm.
and I finished my degree, like bachelor degree, in 2011, and then in India, I started my career as a QA tester. I started as a manual tester, and
Mm-hmm.
then like I work in a banking domain, and then I moved to USA. I got chance to work in USA as a like I started working as manual and automation both in when I moved to USA, and I worked as a like in a healthcare domain, and
Mm-hmm.
like about 2 years, and then I worked um, in I mean banking healthcare, and I think I worked in a telecom domain in a T-Mobile,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got married, and my husband wanted to move in Canada, so I moved to Canada in 2019, and here right now I'm working in a like exploratory and mining field.
Okay.
I'm working there in like a shipping and inventory department.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like manual testing and automation both right now.
Mm-hmm.
So in my current project, like we're following agile methodology. So basically, like my day-to-day responsibility are like attending like a Scrum meeting, and write like test cases, and like a test case execution, and
Mm-hmm.
we use like GitHub to storing the test cases, and we using like a Maven for build management and build testing, and
Mm-hmm.
we using Jenkins for test case execution, and we are using a Jira tool for bug tracking and reporting,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So
Thank you.
you told that you have automation experience. How many experience of manual and how many experience of automation you have?
I worked in a manual tester about 2.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and like altogether I have 8 years of experience,
Okay.
so
Okay.
around 6 years. Yeah, I have like 5 or 6 years in automation.
Okay. Okay. So you how much you rate yourself in Java? Java, how much you rate yourself?
I can rate like around 6
Okay. Okay. So I'll
out of
ask
10.
you about some Java and Selenium questions. So
Okay.
what is a static method? What is static method?
Static method, like it belongs to class, not like instance of a class. Static method can be called directly. You don't need to
Mm-hmm.
call the object, or you know, not need to create object. And static method, you cannot call static method in non-static method. You can do
Mm-hmm.
like other way around. You can call non-static method in a static method, but you cannot call a static method in a non-static method.
Good, good, good. Okay. Uh, so what is constructor and how many types of constructor are there?
Constructor are sometimes refer as a like a special method. It used for initializing the object.
Mm-hmm.
Constructor has the same name as a class name, and
Right.
it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have any void. Not in a not. No, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it doesn't have any return type. Not even a void. And I think there is a two or three types constructor: default,
Mm-hmm.
parameterized, right?
No,
And
yes.
yeah,
And non-parameterized.
and non-parameterized. Yeah.
Right. So, okay, good. What is implicit and explicit weight? What is the difference between implicit weight and explicit weight?
Both are used for delaying the execution.
Correct.
But implicit wait, it use as a like a WebDriver level, so it applies on all the elements. Um, so yeah, so it implicit wait tell the all elements to wait for a certain amount of time given to move to the next command. But in the explicit wait, it only apply to like a particular element. So it tells the command to wait for a certain amount of time given before it throw an exception. So
Correct.
explicit
That is
wait is
called synchronization. Synchronization of like when your application is coming and your code is coming. So it should synchronize, right? I mean,
okay, yeah,
it should come in the same time. Otherwise, it will give you the some exception, right?
yes,
Yes. For that, if you have to wait for some time, so you use these types of waits, right?
yes.
Very good. Yeah. What is explicit wait? I mean, I agree that both are used for waiting, but what is explicit wait?
Explicit wait, it like it applies only a specific element or
Correct.
specific condition.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
implicit wait apply on all the elements in.
Yes.
It
Right.
applies
Very
like
good.
WebDriver level.
Good. So
Thank you.
what are the different type of locators available in Selenium?
There are around I think eight types of elements, like ID, name, and attribute, XPath, CSS, and then link text, partial link text. Did I
Okay.
cover?
Yes. XPath. What do you understand about XPath? How many
Uh,
types of XPath are there? Yeah. Tell me.
yeah, XPath is like a XML format,
Mm-hmm.
and it used to navigate any element in a HTML structure. And there are basically two types of XPath: relative XPath and absolute XPath. Relative XPath is the most preferable to use because it works on a like a current like a on the current tag. Like it works on a, it can search for element like anywhere in the DOM structure. So it like don't there is no need to write a long XPath for it, and it refers like a double slash. We can start that XPath with double slash, and it works uh, yeah, like we search for elements anywhere in the DOM structure, I told it. And absolute XPath, it works on like a root node to current node. So if there is any changes in any element, then that XPath will get affected. So it's not most preferably to use in the to locate the any web element. And
Very good.
it start with like a single slash.
So absolute XPath is not recommended. Only relative path is recommended. Very good.
Yes.
So which is the best locator? I mean, what locator we should use? If it is available, we should use only that locator. Which one?
I think ID.
ID.
ID is
ID is
easy and yeah, easiest and
yes. Yes. Hmm. So how many methods are available in XPath? It is very important. Like methods, you should know that what are the different methods we use in XPath. You have any idea?
methods. You mean like we use like a start with and contains
Yes.
something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Those
let's
methods.
start with
Right.
contains, and then I think last,
Right. Very good.
and
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
What is the difference between find element and find elements?
Find elements we use for to find like like single elements, and find elements we use for like find list of elements.
Correct. So if you wanted to find the list of all the links available in your web page, how you what collection you will use?
I will use a list.
Very good. Yes. Yes. How like list you will use? Very good. That is correct answer. But how you will use it? I mean, if I wanted to select all the um, suppose all the links, all the
Yeah,
links of your
I think
links.
all the links are associated with the tag name A.
Right.
So using that, I will store all the links. I will store all the
Hmm.
web elements in the like using list, and then I think I will use a for loop
Correct.
to get the list of elements, and then I will use a if else condition
Hmm.
for like to with a get attribute, and I will find attribute for each and every link.
Very good. Correct. What do you understand with DOM? What is DOM?
uh, dom dom is like a DOM is like a structure where all the elements and all the links and like HTML format and XML
Mm-hmm.
like everything is like a it's in one environment. It's called DOM.
Okay. Okay. What do you understand by handling matlab page handle, or how you handle different pages in your if there are, suppose you're in your application there are many pages, so how you'll handle them?
I will use a like a like set collection, and I
Mm-hmm.
will use a like driver dot switch to, and then brackets and dot from like a brackets again
Correct.
to
Correct.
move from one page to like child parent page to child page, and then child
Mm.
page to parent page.
Correct. Okay. Okay. How many types of pop-ups you can handle in Selenium? How many types of pop-ups?
I think one is like alert.
Mm-hmm.
Alert, and then
How you will handle the alert pop-up? Do you have any
um
method for that?
yeah, I think there's a dot alert then brackets method,
Hmm.
and then
Right.
we'll use like a get text method to
Mm-hmm.
get the text from that alert, and then
Correct.
dot accept or dot dismiss method.
Right. Good. Okay. Okay. For the drop downs, which method you use? Like for if you wanted to select uh, some options from your drop down.
uh,
Like for
I think
example, there are there is a country box, and in the country box you have India, China, USA. So if you want to select some of the uh, country, how you will select it? Which method is used for selecting those options?
I will use like I will locate first the the drop down
Mm-hmm.
icon with any locator, and
No,
then
there is one method we use for that. Have you heard about select by visible text, select by
yeah, yes.
yeah? So that we use. There are three methods by using that. Okay, no problem. Select by index, select by visual text. Okay.
Yes, I
Oh, yeah,
remember
I
now.
was asking about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything you want like related to POM? Can you explain what is POM? page object model? What is form?
Yes, page object model. It's like a it it gives you like a to store all the web elements in like one class and all, like in the one file, and all the like classes and like methods in the one file, so it will be easier to manage, and will be easier to put like in a proper way, um, rather than put everything in one file, and it will be hard to find something. That is I think main benefit for the form.
Okay. Okay. What is test? Have you learned TestNG, and what are the different annotations? Any you know about TestNG? Have you worked
Yes,
in any
test.
TestNG? Okay.
Yes, TestNG is a like a framework.
Hmm.
Um, uh, there are like a different types of annotation, like a taste, and then before, after, and then before method, after
Mhm.
method, and before.
So
uh,
if you are doing some testing, if you are writing your test cases, which method is used before testing and after testing your test case? Can you tell me which annotation are used?
for Can you repeat that? Sorry,
If you are
because
writing your script in one test, suppose you are writing one test case in your
okay,
annotation
okay,
test, you know, right?
okay, yeah.
So which annotation you use as a precondition for before annotation test? Okay.
I will use before
Bef-
annotation.
Before method. There is a
For
before
method,
method, annotation before method that we will use it for.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any doubt you have, anything you wanted to know from me that I can help you?
Like
Or,
how was my response, like?
yeah, it was good. It was good, but yeah, you have to do little more efforts. Okay, no problem. One last question I wanted to ask from you. Like any challenges you faced in your project when you are doing some project, any challenges or any, you know, anything you
uh,
have faced in while doing your
yes,
project? Yeah.
so far I think I faced like two challenges mostly. One that sometimes it hard to find the proper framework, because
Mhm.
framework should be flexible to do the current project or current build, and also for like future build or future project, right? And then
Mhm.
another challenge I faced, it's like time limit. Sometimes
Mhm.
we get like a build late, and we can't push the release date, so we have like a like very short amount of time. So that challenges I faced so far in my career.
Okay. Okay. So suppose if you have one defect while doing some regression testing, you get some defect, but your developer is not ready to accept that defect because he thinks or that developer thinks that this defect is not valid. What is your um, action on that? And you think that this defect is a valid defect. As a tester, as a QA, you think that it's a valid defect, and but the developer perspective, it is not a valid defect, and he is rejecting your defect. Then what you will do?
First of all, I think I will check the defect again in like different browser,
Mm-hmm.
different operating system, different environment, different database. Because sometimes there's like any problem in database or any operating system, and then if still it's defect, then I will I will submit with proof as much as possible, like a screenshot, video recording, or anything.
Yes.
I will can gather, or I will also maybe submit steps to reproduce it. And then
Mm-hmm.
still, if developer saying it's not defect, then I will talk to my lead or senior,
Mm.
and then will senior will talk to like a super like manager or product owner, something like that.
Good. Good, good. That is the correct approach. If your manager is also not accepting, like your manager is also not accepting, then what you will do? If but you think still it is a, I feel it is a defect, then what you will do?
Then maybe we'll check the in a requirement, business requirement, I think, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll ask a business business
Business analyst. Okay.
analyst, or yeah, or and then they will
In,
talk to product owner.
correct, correct. So that should be the approach. Okay. Okay, Payal, very good interview. I'm really
Thank you.
impressed that you have covered all the topics.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.